What up? What up?
Woo woo! Y'all see our pretty background back here. So this is your girl Lyric. I'm songwriter.
And I am Chino.
Yes, and we are coming up on our quarter end of In The CooF. But check it. So this next episode that y'all are about to watch shortly is a phenomenal episode. We had the opportunity to sit down with Reza Sarrafieh.
And Mr. Incognito.
And I know I messed that last name up. I know I messed it up. But great interview. We talked about some AI stuff with Reza because he's actually working the record with
Xania.
There you go, because I know I was going to mess it all the way up. But yeah, he's worked with Interscope for over 13 years as VP of Promotions. He's been with Rock Nation, National Director of Radio Promotions, as well as he started his own company, Parts Promotion, that he's currently in. He's working with a lot of artists, independent artists, established artists. And we had a great opportunity. Shout out to Incognito for...
Definitely. And Mr. Incognito, for y'all that don't know, well, everybody should know because the man wears many hats.
Yes.
You cut on Power 98, you're going to catch one of his mixes. Mm-hmm. He touching somebody, whether it's, indirectly or directly, whether it's underground, whether it's mainstream. He got his hands everywhere. So, be on the lookout. Awesome episode.
Yeah. Oh, no, we can't forget. 30 years in the game.
30 years in the game.
30 years, 30 plus years. 30 plus years. So yeah, but
I'm directed everything like that. You know what I'm saying? His resume is so long.
It's very impressive as well. Yes. So check out this next episode. We just wanted to come in and do a quick little plug intro, and appreciate you for tuning in. Lyric, I'm sorry.
And I am Chino.
And you're about to be in the CooF. We good? Okay. What's up, everyone? This is the girl Lyric. I'm a songwriter.
And I am Chino.
And you are now in the CooF.
In the CooF, in the company of.
So today we have special guests with us. We have Mr. Incognito.
Big dog.
What's going on?
We appreciate you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and a fellow alumni from Barber Scotia.
That's right, Barber Scotia. Stable, stand up.
We got a rip. We back.
No doubt.
Barber Scotia, AAA. And also we have an additional special guest thanks to Mr. Incognito.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure I get the name right.
Reza.
You guys said it right the first time. It's Reza.
Oh, Reza.
Okay,
Reza.
Okay, I had it right the first
Reza
time.
from
Okay.
Wu-Tang has way more money than me. I'll take that.
Well, Reza, we appreciate you dropping in on us today.
Definitely.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure, man.
Absolutely. So we want to touch on this this whole AI subject a little bit. We're not going to get too far in depth in it because I know it's
Still new. It's real
okay.
new.
yeah, and it's a lot of layers to it. But I know with the young lady that created the AI generated artist Xania Monet, she just got interviewed by Gayle King earlier this week.
Now her name is Xania. What is her name?
Yeah, Xania Monet. That's
Xania
right.
Monet.
Xania
I'm
Monet.
messing up all kind of names over here today.
Wow.
But the young lady's name is Talisha. The
Talisha,
creator.
yes.
Talisha, yes.
Thank you. So we just wanted to talk a little bit on. I know you're involved in the record as far as like pushing it out through radio and everything. So I just kind of want to get your take on what are you seeing on your end, both you and Incog. Like, what are y'all seeing from radio standpoint? What does that look like? We'll get into the logistics of it because we already know what that part. But I want to get into the radio
Sure.
part that nobody really sees.
Incog, you want me to take the lead or you want to start?
Yeah, go ahead, take the lead right quick.
So, what I'm seeing across the country has been very mixed, guys. It's been a generational divide as to who says what, right? The older generation, those that are 45 and 50 plus, that are still very heavily involved in our world of radio, they're very adamantly against this. Those that are younger and have a foot in the younger generations, those that are under 35, they're very interested by it because they understand the younger generation's lack of real desire for connection and more of a, just a desire for entertainment. So it's been different. And, some chains at wholesale have decided they're not touching it at all. And, I've had, when I previously was the leader in another shift in music when SoundCloud first started becoming popular in radio. And I had to literally educate radio as to what SoundCloud was. and why radio needed to pay attention to the artists that were finding success in SoundCloud, because there was a whole generation of people looking for that. This kind of reminds me of that, except this is much faster.
Mm-hmm.
SoundCloud had time to build up. This is just overnight.
Right.
But what's happening is that the tools are being used. This is just the first artist that's been forefront about it and led with the fact that they're AI, as opposed to using it as a tool, hiding it as what it was used for, and trying to move forward as though they didn't use it. It's just, we're taking the veil off and moving forward with what's happening.
Definitely. So should artists be scared? Like the AI's taking their job? Like,
I mean,
It depends on what you say, right?
it's already hard out here to get on, right?
yeah. Yeah.
So listen, this is, if I can zoom out a little bit, right? Think about it like this. Saying should artists be scared is like saying, like, should artists have all been scared when T-Pain started using auto-tune?
True.
Should people have all been scared when the gorillas started using a cartoon to represent themselves as opposed to the actual physical human beings? They should only be scared if they are lacking in creativity, and their creativity only goes so far as their image. Because this is for all intents and purposes, Talisha was an artist too, just not a successful artist in that field of being a presenter. So she created something that was successful for her. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know Talisha or Xania. I've just been blessed enough that they asked me to help to work their radio side. But I see the point of it. There's a lot of artists that are already using AI. They're just not leading with the fact they're using it. This young lady is a young Black creator that had no other avenue to get her creation out. So she found an avenue for her creation. So what part does the gatekeeping start? Is it at creation? Is it at presentation? Is it at writing? I mean, Lyric, you're a songwriter. This young lady's a songwriter too.
Right.
She just couldn't place her song, so she found a way to be profitable off her art and her ability with the tools that are available to her. Should we be mad at her for using the tools available?
No.
And then
No, not at all. The question that has been posed by me a lot, coming from the standpoint of a songwriter, is that, well, why wouldn't you go find another artist? Why wouldn't you go find other producers, real producers that are like in your city, or work with them to, maybe help generate that collaboration versus going to an actual tool. But like I tell them, it's a new tool. Everybody's going to run to the new tool because, hey, if you're working with producers and artists, I mean, we know how hard it is to work with. Like, let's be real. We know how hard it is to work with artists and producers.
And egos.
Yes.
Play a part.
All of that.
May I make a point here on this then?
Yeah.
Quick example, and then I'll go to my point. None of us stopped messing with Kanye West because he used the 808 machine instead of hiring a drummer in the studio, guys.
Right.
Let's take this back and zoom out to what it really is. All right. No one got mad at artists that cut out musicians to use machines and synthesizers in their studios to create the same sounds that a human musician could have made, right?
Right.
Now we're beyond that. We're no longer saying, hey, why didn't you hire that well-working guy that spent 10 years learning how to play the bass and the drums to bring in your studio?
Right.
Because he could have done it just as well as that 808 machine, but you didn't use him.
Mm-hmm.
So we can really zoom out to that. That's the first point. The second point I'd like to make is that, and I hope that you guys being in radio can appreciate this, because when I first started with this record, I had to make this point, is that the first people to attack me were a lot of the creators that I helped establish their in the mid-2000s and 2010s.
Right.
Artists who used my relationships, my ability, my contacts to become very, very wealthy and very famous. And then as time went on, they realized their money was better spent going to Facebook ads, going to Spotify ads. They no longer had the budgets to come to you guys at radio to do Win It Before You Could Buy It, to do flyaways. They no longer even had the respect to come to your station and do interviews anymore, right?
Right.
Now, what they did is they fed a machine. This machine took their work that they fed into it and their advertising they spent on it, and it created what we have today. So now artists have to compete with what they created. And then when they came to me and said this, I had to, with all due respect, look at them and say, when was the last time you helped support my family when you left me behind, and forgot about my services and what I spent 15 years learning how to do, right?
Right.
So what do I owe you, and why should I not help this AI artist that is feeding me and my family, paying attention to the pipes you used to become famous, to do the same thing you did?
Right.
Now, Xania Monet is willing to do an interview at every radio station.
Right.
Can you get every artist that you're playing to do an interview at your radio station for you?
Not right now.
I bet you can't get 95% of them probably.
Exactly.
I'm not even gonna lie, I work them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we know that for a fact. We can't even
So
get
that's
artists
the
to
reason,
come
right?
to the studio to do a live interview.
Really?
That's,
It's that
that's my
bad
point.
because of the respect of the radio aspect.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Right.
Xania Monet and her camp had the respect to come and spend a real budget at radio, to do real work at radio, to give radio the real respect that artists used to give it.
Right.
So who should we really shine the light on?
Right.
The artists that forgot all the pipes they used and made to become where they are today, that are not pointing a finger at those people that are trying to find the current steps that exist for them. Because steps on the ladder those artists used with us aren't the same steps anymore. So now you're mad at the new artists for using the steps that are available to them to reach the same level you were trying to or have already attained. You're gatekeeping.
Right.
Definitely.
So,
And people like to work with the person that's not gonna say no. Because if you turning me down by coming to the radio station, or if you turning me down to do an interview, but I got this AI artist that's gonna show up every time, why not go with the for sure thing?
Right.
Yeah.
I think a lot of things that even when it comes to urban music in particular, I think that we so used to seeing the person, we seeing the image, we seeing them popping bottles, we see the videos, we see them become this individual.
Definitely.
But if you really look in the whole spectrum of music, you've seen this been going on for years. Daft Punk. I mean, nobody really know how they look, but they got two. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Marshmallow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are
Superstars.
big, and
Anybody
they're
could do
doing
it. That could have been
shows.
generated. Yeah, shows everywhere. You don't even understand them. They can
Right.
do a show everywhere around the world simultaneously.
Right.
Awesome idea.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just think it's very, even though, this is before AI, but it's just like, it's always been a time when artists just they were just artists and they just,
Yeah.
this is what I represent. This is it,
Definitely.
and I come in, I'm a cartoon character, bam, 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 and I'm doing shows.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think
That's
with
it.
now, it's like, with the generation, how, like when I heard about Xania and everything, first thing came to my mind, and Reza will tell you, I was like, well, let me get an interview then. Let me get an interview, trying to be funny, but at the same time, he was like, we'll set that up. And I was like, oh, he set me up on
It's
that.
real.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right.
That's where we're at now. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because
And
they're
so-
willing to work.
And so now with the new generation, even with with the video game era or whatever, when I saw the article and I did my research, I was like, well, Dad, this is like a video game, and you creating a character, on a basketball game or
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
any type of game, boxers,
Definitely.
So
whatever.
you was
Yeah.
basically interviewing the avatar?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm just saying it's just the fact that
So
it's
it could
like
be
a
either one,
person
exactly.
that has a controller and this
Yep.
and their
Yeah.
character got a record deal worth
Yeah.
$3 million.
$3 million.
Yeah.
That's right. And see, it's been given the respect of a real artist. This is not like she put in the work and they got a real royalty off of it, and
Yeah.
she's getting But I will say this, guys. There is quite a bit of discussion as to who can get paid off the royalties.
Right, because that was what I was going to ask. Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I'm sorry to get ahead of you.
No, you good. You good. You are good. Now, I mean, what does
ahead,
that
Liz.
look like? But what does
So,
that royalty division look like? And as far as like
it's-
the production, producer, like what does that look like?
It's, what's funny, if you guys go online, Harvey Mason Jr. just literally put a quote out, right? He's like, I haven't been in the studio for the last year where someone wasn't using AI for something. Like, it's too good of a tool to put to the side and not use.
Right.
So they're all looking for regulations as to how much of it they're willing to accept, because you'd be crazy not to do different, matriculations. I don't work in studios. I'm not even going to use the right verbiage for it, but I'm telling you that they're all using it already the same way we're using it on our side for promotion, the same way they're using it for advertising, the same way they're using it for everything else, right? It's just a matter of how you use it. So they're setting the standards. The lawyers are starting to talk about how many percentage of it could be AI and whatnot. But the sticky part is, if this AI is using other artists' copyrighted material to make what it's making, where do we draw the line?
Right.
And that I can understand, And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Gail made a great point. It didn't help the situation at all, but it brought a great point to the forefront when she said straight to her face, "You can't sing.
Right.
You can't sing." But then my response to her would have been like, "Gail, neither can T-Pain.
Right.
So what are we doing here? Did nobody stopped him?" And to
But
Incog's
T-Pain
point,
can sing.
T-Pain is
T-Pain
Well,
did
not
speak-
good as he sounds with the
Nah.
auto-tune. Like he-
anybody can sing lyric, but would you have enjoyed T-Pain without his auto-tune? Did he become famous?
But
without
no,
auto-tune?
he didn't become famous without auto-tunes. But I have heard him sing, and I have enjoyed some of the songs that he
No,
has
yeah, he
sung.
don't sound bad,
You're,
But
you're,
the
you're
auto
playing, you're playing
tune
a little
is
bit of semantics
yeah.
right now, though, because
Yeah.
that's not what he became famous for,
I
right?
know,
Yeah.
I understood that,
Yeah.
right.
And for all intents and purposes, he can't sing well enough, not without auto-tune,
Yeah.
because that's what made him famous.
Yeah.
I got you.
And the auto tune is like an instrument
Yeah,
because
it is.
it's
It is an
soothing.
instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an instrument. So is what we're talking about here. But the question is going to be, where do we draw the line on what an instrument is? That's
Yeah.
going to be the conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
And-
very interesting times, guys.
Yeah.
It is.
You know, we all fought Bitcoin when Bitcoin came. We fought Napster when Napster came. We
Yeah.
fought Apple iTunes. They're all here to stay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not going
Exactly.
anywhere.
Yeah.
They're all here to stay.
Even in radio, we have AI jocks, and I've been working with it for a year. And
dude.
when I
Yeah.
tell you,
Oh wow.
it was very frustrating, and I held back. I talked so much trash to the company, bam, 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 and unfortunately, we no longer have it. But they let me know
Yeah.
that your CEO wants this.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yes.
you're working with right now, it might not be, but
Yes.
it's going to be perfected real well. Because
Definitely.
it got to the point that I had to babysit. They was messing up names. SZA was, I don't know. SZA, they messed up SZA name.
Yeah.
Big X the plug. It was just every time. And it sounded fake and organic. And sometimes, you have a product. You don't wanna do the fakeness because you'll lose listeners. And that
Right.
was my
Unanimous.
fact. And so I always told them, I said, well, if it's not perfected, I won't even mess with it because you're taking a chance. And so
Yes.
right now we held off until a better program come.
Yeah.
But this is the future, and I have to.
Definitely.
And I've learned how to work with it, regardless, because I want to stay in the game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? At the end of the day,
Absolutely.
because radio's done wonderful things for me. I've been in the game for 30 years, so I
Woo-hoo.
want to do
Nice.
another. I want to do another
Right.
10, 15 years,
Yeah.
whether it takes.
Hey, we got to make it to retirement, bro. We got to
We
get
got
it somehow.
to. So that's the
very
thing,
important.
and you got with the way the game is now and advertising dollars, it's like you got to cut corners. I mean, it's just a business model. It just come with the territory.
Yes.
Yeah, people might have to lose their jobs, but at the same time, it's like when you in it, you got to learn everything,
Right.
Yeah.
Because you never know, you know.
And that's why we need to learn AI so we can
Yes.
still have those jobs.
It's not AI that's going to take your job. It's someone that knows how
That
to
knows
use AI.
exactly.
Right.
Knows
Exactly.
AI. Yeah.
That's it.
And it's been coming forever. Like if you
Yeah.
think about BET back in the day with Cedar World,
Right,
because I had some dudes in the hood that wanted to meet Cedar,
right,
even though she's not real.
right.
But
Exactly.
To that point, the future kid. Listen. I have a 14-year-old daughter, and she keeps me more in touch than myself does. Even though we stay very in touch for our ages because of what we do, right?
Right.
These young children couldn't care less about the person being a real person because they're already unobtainable to them. These guys aren't paying $800 to $2,000 a ticket to go see their favorite artist anyway.
Right.
So to them, it's all the same. They're just as fine watching this artist perform in a Twitch show or a Fortnite or even if they, these collaborations experience, they don't care if it's virtual. They're perfectly fine if they never ever have a physical person because they're never going to meet them in real life, most likely anyway.
Right.
As long as they can interact online with them, that's all they
They're
care
good.
about.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
And I will applaud Talisha for, she said she learned the AI in 4 months and applied it. And that's really what it's all about. It's just applying what you're learning and putting it to use. Like, I applaud her for that because we all got the same amount of time in the day.
True.
And the fact that she took the
Thank you,
moment
Lyric.
to say,
Thank you,
like,
You're saying it's an even playing field. It's up to who
It
wants to take
is.
it.
Yeah.
That's
It
right,
is.
Lyric.
And
You're
for
right.
some of those artists that can't get the shine that they want to, maybe this is your window not closing.
Guys,
Just give
can
you
I
another
tell you?
opportunity. Yeah.
Listen, one of the things that I did is I left Interscope, a major label, in 2017, right? And that was the beginning of SoundCloud. That was the beginning of democratization of music. Prior to 2017, do you know who got played on? All right, real quick. I don't know how much time you guys have, but let me give you a quick rundown of how music has been promoted for the last 30 years to you guys. And you guys can appreciate this. Until 2017, the labels put out 2 great songs, and they had all the pipes. It was either radio, TV, magazine, or that's it, or concerts, right? That was the only way music could be distributed. And everybody had to get it at the same place. They all had to get it on an FM transmitter. They all had to get it on the same MTV, BET, or the same magazines. So we made stars. Stars weren't stars. Even Mariah Carey wasn't a star. Tommy Mottola said, I'm going to spend everything behind making her a star. You're going to put it everywhere. And human beings are not usually liking music when they first hear it. But if they hear a song 500 times, they freaking love it. That's just how human nature works.
Yeah.
You make a
Program.
song, 2 weeks later, you're singing it in the shower because the radio played it every day.
Right.
That's
That's
just the
true.
reality.
That's true. They program you.
That's right. 2017 is when the democratization happened, when it became open. Now, my kid could be in the back seat listening to whatever they want, and I'm up at the front listening to radio. No longer do the paths have to mix. Before that, if I wanted to listen to Young Jeezy, I had to listen to it on my mom's radio. And my mom had to know who Young Jeezy was and how much she hated the Snowman, even though I liked him, she knew who the Snowman was. Same with Elvis Presley. And then I brought out Lil Pump in 2017. Nobody knew who Lil Pump was over 19. Everybody under 19 knew who he was. There was no crossover at all.
Right.
True.
Because they no longer have to go into the same places to find their star.
Right.
And it's become more and more separate ever since. Now you can be a complete star in one realm and nowhere else, but get millions of people after you, which didn't used to be able to happen, which is now happening more and more. And it's only going to happen more and more as people find their own little bubbles and spheres and realms that they associate with. Now they can connect with each other and communicate. That's what was stopping people from being able to have all the music they wanted to before, was lack of access, right? Now we gave them all access. Now there's billions of songs on Spotify that have 0 streams at all because everybody can put a song on. So now, realistically talking, if you think about it as an artist, you've never had a fairer playing field than today.
True.
That's facts.
True.
Phone drop.
That's real. That's real talk. Right
Even
there.
against AI,
Yeah.
you can go make your own money without going through a label that is going to steal a percentage of your money. You can go through CD,
Yeah.
whatever, direct to consumer. All your profit is yours. You can go to the bank, like Russ said, take a loan out on yourself instead of signing to a label, put yourself as a collateral. There's never been a better time than to be an independent artist. And then you can use AI to create your stuff instead of hiring people.
Right.
Everything is in your favor now as an artist.
Right. Nah, that's for real.
Be good. You got to be good.
The way you talking, I'm gonna drop an album tomorrow. Hey, listen,
let's go.
Hey, let's go.
It's way cheaper now.
Bars.
You hire
Hey.
people.
Oh my goodness.
Bars.
I just saw that the PROs and Sound Exchange are now allowing you to register songs long as there's a human element involved in it. So I thought that was pretty good. Now, that's just their policies. They're just updating their policies. That's still not regulated by the government or anything.
And they're so far behind, Lyric. They need to get ahead quick because things are happening
It's
so
so
fast.
fast.
Right.
Yeah, it is happening very, very fast. Very, very fast.
So I
We have to
wonder.
protect
So
creators.
with the
I agree.
mechanical rights,
I agree to protect them as much as we can, but creators got to keep up too. That's what creation is.
definitely,
Yeah.
That's real.
because you got some AI programs that produce the whole track, not just the lyrics, but the tracks too. So it's-
Entirely.
Yeah.
Entirely. And you can tell it to change it a little bit in 3 seconds. You've got it. Why wouldn't you?
True.
And they sound good too.
Yeah. And then
Do you guys know the one part we haven't been talking about? How Xania Monet is top 5 Shazam in all these markets, almost with no airplay. And nothing shows you that people want to listen to something than those that actually act to see what it is.
Right.
True.
Shazam is a real indicator of people caring.
lyrics, Shazam,
Wow.
everything.
When I don't know who it is, I am absolutely Shazamming it. Absolutely. Well, this has been a really great conversation today.
And very educational.
Yes.
Educational height. I might drop a gospel album, a rap album, a R&B album. Like, yo,
Listen, as long as we are living in a capitalist
Right.
country, we cannot be mad at people doing capitalist things. Yes,
True.
we are creators and we're doing it for creation. I love creators. I love spreading things. I love people getting joy out there. But at the end of the day, what we're doing is made to make money. And if there's a way people are going to find to make money with less overhead and less cost, America's all about doing that.
Right.
So we
Definitely.
can fight it all we want, but we're still being run by the capitalist companies we work for and have. They're going to do it. My job was cut out because of capitalism. My job was cut out because of AI. I didn't complain. I kept working and figured out how to
Right.
survive
Mhm.
and
Right.
work within the system. I'm here.
true.
That's real.
True. And it's less of a headache because I can only imagine Wu-Tang probably got 9 members or 900, but getting all them in one spot, that had to be a headache.
We used to have a group, but Polo had a group called I-15 at Interscope.
Oh, man,
There's 3 of them
I-15.
boys. I could do them.
True. And some of the groups I managed had 2 people. and it was like
that's
pulling
hard enough.
teeth. Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah.
So do you think that I know like even in real life we have like studio artists, right, where they don't really perform, and we have those performing artists that are really not great in the studio because they don't really know how to get that emotion from the audience. So from
Right.
I can't get the name.
Zanaya?
Thank you.
Zanaya, yeah.
Zanaya's standpoint, what do you see in the future for that? Like, I mean, I know we got the holograms. You know, people have been on tour using holograms and performing. I don't know. Like, is there something in the future for her to tour, or what does that look like?
Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't know what they're talking about, but I think if I was this was me, this is just purely speculation.
Mm-hmm.
I would absolutely be setting up something like a tour, but it's not going to be what we think of as a tour.
Right,
It's probably going to be something like it'll be a movie theater tour or something like that, like something different. And it's going to be more experiential. It's going to be geared towards children where we're going to be like, why didn't we think of that? That's what's going to happen. And that's what's exciting because music art is supposed to be about innovation. This is just innovation. Mm-hmm. And they're going to have to innovate how to get people. Right now, movie theaters are dying. Concerts are dying. No one wants to spend the money. They're going to have to innovate on how to keep people spending money and being entertained. So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen is it's going to be entertainment's going to take on a different form. And we're just here for the ride right now. And we're just going to see what happens.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. It levels the playing field. Everybody could get money. Let's get to it.
I mean, and I would say there will be some money missing, but I mean, there's artists are still missing money right now with their own royalties. So, I mean, I ain't really.
You guys say more? and this actually makes it fair. This takes a lot of the snakes that were out there hunting money from these artists and taking advantage of artists and putting them into bad deals. This actually empowers the artist more if you think about it. I don't know how to say this. Like the artist that uses it is now more empowered.
Right.
Yeah, they are. They are. For the ones that's not grumpy. Well, we thank everyone for their time today. It's been most informative and appreciative. Thank you so much.
Definitely. We may have to do a part 2 of this.
Yeah.
Like because it's so.
Let's do a follow-up because a lot is changing, guys.
Yeah.
Open a month or something.
That'll work.
Real.
I appreciate that. And the invite.
Yes.
Love to.
Yes.
Appreciate that, Reza. Appreciate it.
Yes.
My pleasure, guys.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Signing off. Thanks, everyone. You are now in the CooF with the Lyric.
And Chino.
Woo, woo.
And Mr. Incognito.
I like that rhyme, man. This is the creepiest thing talking. I guess this is what people feel like when they do interviews on press. Like, I didn't see any of your faces.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the screen and I'm like, is he AI?
I know I'm pretty. Thank you for that compliment.
That was good. I like that. That was good.
We didn't think about that one.
That was good.
Well, you know what? When I was initially wanting to set this up, I was going to have a 27-inch iMac with you in as the head. But
that'd be hilarious. you should have put it on like a little vacuum moving around. So
we thought about Shelton. I don't know if you watched The Big Bang Theory, but the episode when he was riding around with the computer head.
Yeah. Classic.
It comes in, it's like,
She even had a coat. Matter of fact, the coat is on the back of my chair.
Oh, yeah.
Like she even had the coat and everything.
Well, we suggested it. So, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Man, appreciate you, man,
hey,
for real.
I'm gonna be back in Charlotte soon. We gotta hang out. I gotta go to Raleigh again.
Definitely.
I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
We're gonna hang out.
Word.
Absolutely.
Lunch on me.
Yes,
There it is.
Yeah.
You heard it from the horse's mouth, Chino.
Yes.
Man, appreciate you, man.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.